What's up, gang? It is I, Carlton Flowers, your crypto pro.
Yay!
And we have a very important discussion here on this drop day preview to talk about the Mickey and Friends cards that will be dropping at 8 o'clock in the morning, I believe 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. This is an unrehearsed video. I've been very busy and under the weather, so I'm going to jump in and evaluate this as if I'm doing it right off the cuff in order to make my very own strategy. Before I even get into this and bring this up, for those of you who are new, don't be surprised if you don't get any of these items. It takes a little practice, and if you have not watched some of the drop day strategy videos by people like VeVe Vault and the Gale, there's several of them out there, it's going to be tough to come into this as a first-time VeVe drop participant and get one of these items. So don't be discouraged. You will be able to buy on the secondary market if you don't obtain one of these items on the drop, and we'll talk about that in just a bit. So I'm going to pull up the Medium page, and we're going to look at the items and talk about possible future value. So here we have it. First edition character card series dropping on Saturday, the 29th of January. Let's look at the breakdown of the blind box format. Blind box format means you have one standard price and you don't know which of these cards that you're going to get. And they're across the board, randomly selected, and then you'll find out after you receive that item if you're lucky enough to win a drop. Now, let's see what they are. The first one is the Mickey Mouse. And I think that if you are considering the fact that it's a common and you don't think that it will hold super high value, you are mistaken. A lot of times in the past on these drops, we come to find out that the commons can bring the highest future value. And usually we've noticed that VeVe tends to reserve the best items in the drop as a common listing. Why? Because it has the most amount of items of all the different rarities, and they want more people to get a chance at getting something super valuable. That's just a theory, but I believe it to be true. So here is the common. It is Mickey. 13,928 editions, and it says an FE, a first edition. You can look up on other videos what the explanation of FE and FA are. FA is first appearance, FE is first edition. It tends to add value to an item from a drop when you have the FE or the FA tag. So it's a pretty cool looking card. I like the design. It's classic Mickey Mouse. It's colorful and it's happy. And I think this is going to have a tremendous future value. So the list price is $40. I think right out of the box, there's a good chance that you might see these things starting out at $200 to $300 on the market after the drop. And I think it would be wise to grab one if you're able to. And that's not financial advice. I don't know your particular financial situation, and you should not spend money that you cannot afford to lose or hang on to for a long time in your investment. The second one is going to be a first appearance. Well, it says first edition, but we've never seen Minnie Mouse. So again, there are 13,928, and it's a common. I'm hoping for this one. Either one, the Mickey or the Minnie, but I think the Minnie could be the piece de resistance out of everything, excluding the secret rare. Wow, that's a nice design too in the classic Minnie Mouse polka dot with the pink and the red and the yellow. It's really popping. Someone said that there is music that goes along with these. Let's see if we can scroll up and read that and find that in the description. So it has the lenticular technology. If you don't know what that is, back in my day, we used to have collector cards that when you turned it, it had a special coating on the outside, a plastic coating with a bunch of ridges, so which would change the angle of infraction of light. And so when you would turn that card, it would change the picture, because there was two pictures spliced into one. So this is like a throwback, but it's the digital NFT version of the old lenticular collector cards, which is totally cool. All right, it does say discover custom music for each character within the space and flip the card over to see a special autograph. Autographs also add values on these. That's going to be big in the future. So we have music, we have a signature, and we have the lenticular effect. We have it's not real. What's the word I'm trying to say? Not estimated. Well, whatever the case, emulated lenticular effect. That's what I'm trying to say. So there's Minnie Mouse. Now here's Donald Duck. Wow, there's 9,999, and this is the uncommon. I would love to have Donald Duck because Donald is actually my favorite character of all of the Disney characters. I love Donald Duck. I love Goofy. All right, but Donald Duck, that's my guy right there. So I would find this one to be super valuable on a personal level. I'm going to try to get one of these in the market if I don't get one on the drop. Chances of me getting one on the drop, as experienced as I am, slim, very slim. If I get one, I'll be shocked. We'll put it that way, because I think that our chances have lessened with each drop, even though we have a total of, let me see if I can find it here. We have a total of 57,853 editions on this drop, which is not bad. Now, as we know, comic drops of 30,000, I haven't been able to get those for months. So this is double the size of a 30,000 comic drop that sells out in 1/10 of a second. So maybe this sells out in 2/10 of a second. That's how quick it can go, for those of you that don't know. Now, this is totally cool. Here's the next, and it is the rare. It's the Daisy. That's totally cool. I almost like this better than the Mini. 8,888 editions. I would love to have a subset of not Daffy Duck. That's Looney Tunes. I love Daffy Duck even more than Donald Duck. I would love to have a mini subset of Donald Duck and Daisy Duck, if anything. If I can only get a couple of these and afford to have two, that's what I would pick. So there is your rare. Here's my man Goofy coming in at 6,666 as the ultra rare. I wouldn't be surprised if the ultra rare comes out at $500, $600, $700 on the market. It's very possible, or more, because we know how these Disney items go. We saw what happened with the Golden Moments, and I think that we'll be anywhere in between the last Mickey Mouse drop, the Steamboat Willie, and the Golden Moments as far as what happens to prices. If you'll remember my story, I had landed a Bart Simpson on the drop and another one on the rebound. And I sold the second one to cover for the rest that I had bought, because I got 5 or 6 Golden Moments. I sold it at $200 because the price was sinking. It went down to $160. You know the rest of the story. Terrible. All right, let's get to the last, but certainly not least, the secret rare. There it is, the secret rare, coming in at 4,444. That's a pretty cool Goofy. This is going to be tough to get, but there are 4,444. It makes it fall within the realm of possibility, all right? But on the market, I would expect this to be over, if I saw 1,000 to 1,500, I would be tempted to get it. I'm thinking it could be at the $2,000 point right out of the box, because enough people realize the value of the Disney drops now. Plus, we're on Immutable X. The conversion, the token migration, it is done. People are able to list these things wherever they want. We're going to be able to convert gems to OMI or USD pretty soon, but we don't even need to be impatient about that with the capability of selling items on OpenSea, on Immutable X, or wherever you want now that the token migration has completed. For that reason, we could see higher prices post-drop. Well, that's all I have. And overall, these are going to be super valuable. And anyone who gets one of these on a drop, consider yourself super lucky. Anyone who is able to buy one on the market, within the first couple hours, consider yourself super lucky. Why? Because the bots are going to be in full force, snapping these things up on the market, where when you see one on the market on the first page, it's going to be next to impossible to get it before it is sold. People will be using bots when the market opens, which means that the minute something is listed, it could be sold 1 second later, much quicker than the time it takes you to tap and jump into that item. Again, check out all the drop day tips on VeVe Vault, the Gale. There are several people that post, but Thompson. I'm forgetting a few, but there's plenty out there. You want to cover all of the bases, dot your I's, cross your T's before the drop happens, and then we will see what the action is when the market opens. Stay tuned because I will be uploading a video about the Marvel Mighty's Spider-Man set, which will be super valuable. I guarantee it. It's going to be crazy. It will be wild. And I'm hoping to add to my massive Marvel Mighty's collection with the Spider-Man editions. That's all I've got for now. This is Carlton. Please like and subscribe if you have not already. And hopefully you found this information valuable. We'll see you soon. Have a good night and good luck on the drop.